Hi everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. So, what we have to do now is go to Dr. Schrader's door. But before we do that, we need to talk to this guy. Hello there, mister. Never seen you around here before. Want to hear something useful? Check it out. See that mailbox right over there? Try tapping on it, will ya? So he moves aside and gives us access to the box here, and bingo, a hint coin. Yep, the hint coins are still here. Brilliant, that's a hint coin you found there. Ever work a puzzle and get stuck? It's times like that when I bet you'd fancy a hint, yeah? Well, when that happens, you can trade in those shiny hint coins for hints. They're scattered all over the place, which means you should always be on the lookout for them. Tap on anything suspicious, okay? Good. Well, that's all I had to say. You take it easy, mister. Oh yeah, now we have hint coins. Back to this. However, unlike last time, I actually have some notes on where these hint coins are. I'm happy about that. Let's see, there's one. I believe yep, there it is. And somewhere above, yep. And there are all the hint coins on this screen. Yay! So now we can go into the door. And before we do this, let's see, more hint coins. I believe, yep, right there. And, yep. And then, let's see. I think that's all the hint coins. I think that's a puzzle, yeah. This is Dr. Schrader's flat. I'm sure of it. Andrew, are you home? It's Herschel. Herschel Layton. Sir, are you there? Doctor? I don't hear anyone in there, Professor. What if he's... There's no time for speculation now, Luke. We must get this door open immediately. It seems to be locked from the inside. But without a key, there's no way to get in. Ah, of course. In my haste, I forgot about these keys the doctor included in his letter. Quick, Professor, let me try them on the door. Huh? That's strange. It doesn't seem like any of these keys work on the lock. Luke, don't you see? Dr. Schrader has set before us yet another puzzle to solve. Number 3, the right key, worth 20 points. Which key opens the door? As you might suspect, the key won't open the door if its shape won't let it pass through the keyhole. Use your stylus to fit keys into the lock. Examine each key carefully and use your stylus to move keys and find the one that fits into the lock. Oh, let's see. Oh, that doesn't quite fit, does it? Okay. No, that doesn't fit. How about you? As you can see, none of the keys fit the right way. But will they fit the wrong way? Yeah, let's try that. Notice how we can rotate these keys? Let's do that. Let's try the other end of the keys. Nope. But over here. Bingo.
Here goes. That was almost too easy.
Yes, it was. That's right. Did it take you a while to figure out that the portion of the key resembling the grip was actually the part that fit in the keyhole? Answers can often be found in the most unlikely of places. So yeah, that is kind of a clever little way to hide your keys. Make the grip look like the actual key and make the key look like the grip.
Professor!
No, Andrew. How could this have happened?
This is terrible, Professor. Do you suppose the Elysian box did this to Dr. Schrader when he tried to open it?
I honestly don't know, Luke. But that can wait. Right now, we need to notify the police.
Of course, Professor.
What do we have here? A train ticket for the Momentary Express.
Now, this is strange. Look, there's no destination written on this ticket. Have you ever seen a train ticket that didn't say where it was taking you?
Yes, very strange indeed.
And thus, mystery number 2 comes into play. A ticket with no destination. A single ticket with no visible destination was discovered in Dr. Schrader's home. It appears to be for the Momentary Express, but where exactly is it supposed to take its owner?
Excuse me.
Huh? Hey, it's you!
Well, Inspector Chelmey's the name. You two found the body, did you? What in the ragged? No, Luke. Let him go.
Get off me!
Luke, stop that. That's his face. Listen here, Luke.
Oh my gosh, his face doesn't come off. He's the real deal.
I like that bit.
What in the blazes? That's my face, not some piece of taffy.
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean it. I was sure we had another imposter on our hands.
What in the world is this child talking about? I swear, young ones these days have no manners.
My apologies for the confusion. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Layton. I'm a professor of archaeology at Gressenheller University.
And I'm his apprentice, Luke.
Interesting. So if I understand correctly, you keep a child around as an apprentice, do you?
Not at all, sir. In truth, he's...
Professor Layton's apprentice, like I said.
Well, it's really none of my concern. I have a crime scene that needs my attention. Clear a path, will you?
But of course. Luke, not a word about that ticket to the authorities, all right?
Hiding evidence.
You got it, Professor.
Yes. Let's see. What do we have here? A murder?
Or was the crime self-inflicted? Inspector, I should tell you that the door was locked before Luke and I came in.
I see. So this door, the sole entry point in and out of this 8th floor flat, was shut tight. Then the doctor was holed up in here, completely apart from the outside world, yes? That being the case, yes, I'm sure of it. The old gent must have suffered a heart attack.
What? How did you come to that conclusion, sir?
Use your noodle, laddie. What other explanation could there be?
You know, he's got a point.
It's true that the flat is on the 8th floor and that the door was locked, Inspector. Still, I'd hesitate to say that this room was completely closed off from the outside.
Is that so? Please elaborate.
Isn't it obvious? There's something quite unusual about our crime scene that's been overlooked.
Eh?
It's as plain as the nose on your face, Inspector.
Heh. I suppose you academics think your fancy degrees prepare you to play detective, eh? I tell you, nowadays, It seems like everybody and their mum thinks they can do my job.
You know, I'm beginning to think everybody and their mum can do your job, Chelmey.
Now, as I was saying, the cause of death was heart failure, plain and simple. And there's what caused it.
Really?
This,
You're gonna go with that?
it's a scaled-down model of a Kronosaurus, if I'm not mistaken.
You're gonna go with the bones that this guy had assembled in his house.
I reckon that ugly mug will give anyone nightmares. Here's what probably happened. The old fellow turned on a light, took one look at the beast, and then keeled right over.
But this is the doctor's own home. Why would the bones he put up himself scare him?
Exactly.
People have a way of becoming forgetful with age. Not that you'd understand, boy.
I think putting up dinosaur bones would be something that stuck out in the memory.
Well, you're right about that. I don't think I understand it at all.
Neither do I, and I am old.
Mr. Layton, was it? No? Ah, yes, Layton. Mr. Layton, what do you think?
The scenario you paint certainly isn't out of the realm of possibility. But, considering the lights were off when we entered the room, I don't think we've found our answer yet.
Oh, really?
Furthermore, look around you, Inspector. Doesn't anything strike you as odd?
What do you mean, Professor?
Study your surroundings, Luke. I'm sure you can see it too.
So this leads us into puzzle number 4, a secure room, worth 30 points. Or, you know, 2/3 of our total score. With its windows opening out into thin air 8 stories up and its doors securely bolted. You might think that this room is inaccessible from the outside. However, a single unusual detail reveals the truth of what went on here. Your job is to look around the room by tapping the arrows to find this detail. Once you got it, circle the area with your stylus and choose Submit to give your answer. Make sure to circle only one object when you answer. Now let's see, let's take a look around, huh? That doesn't look too out of the ordinary. Yeah, that looks cluttered, but... And I'm kind of tempted to say that, but that doesn't look that out of the ordinary. Something might be pouring out, or that's just a... Chelmey, you're out of the ordinary. You're no more useful than your freaking doppelganger was last time. What do we have here? A curtain that's completely torn away.
Here goes. Piece of cake.
For some reason, part of the curtain shown here has been ripped clear off. And it didn't take the rod with it. Good sturdy rod, that one.
Of course. This window is missing a curtain.
So it is. But what exactly does this have to do with my crime scene?
Quite a bit, apparently.
It means someone exited the building through this window, and I'll bet he's our culprit.
I'd say that's a sound theory. Well done, my boy.
Luke 1, Chelmey 0.
Oh, yes. Sound as a pound. I was just about to propose the same idea myself.
Yeah. I'm not gonna like you any better than I did last game, am I?
Liar!
Thank you, Luke.
Shh, Luke, listen. I don't believe our friend the Inspector will be of much help to us.
No argument out of me.
What say you and I conduct a little investigation of our own?
Professor, look! There's something in Dr. Schrader's hand.
It's an old photograph, but it's been torn into so many pieces, I can't make out the original image.
And mystery number 3, the torn photo. Torn fragments of a photograph were found in the late doctor's hand. In its current state, it's impossible to make out the contents of the photo. What could it be depicting?
Hey, what's the big idea? You can't just point evidence in a crime scene. Get your hands off that... What is this, anyway? Not that it matters. I'll be holding on to that. Now, out with the both of you.
Darn it. Yep, found a torn photo, but Inspector Chelmey confiscated it.
Ah, but we're not done.
Chelmey thinks we are. Dr. Schrader indicated that he was in possession of the Elysian box. Yet, there was nothing resembling such an artifact in his home. Do you think the person who did this to him was after the box? It's an interesting theory, but for the moment, that's all it is. However, it's my belief that we hold a clue to understanding today's events, namely, that ticket. The Momentary Express ticket, right, Professor? Correct, Luke. I believe that a trip aboard the Momentary Express is in order. And thus ends the prologue. With box's location as puzzle number 4. The box's disappearance. Somebody managed to steal the Elysian box from Dr. Schrader's home without leaving behind a single implicating clue. Who could have made off with the box? Do you suspect we'll find the key to unlocking this mystery on the train? Dr. Schrader did his best to point us toward the Momentary Express should something happen to him. Sure as fog on a London morning, I know this train will lead us to the answers we seek.
Professor Layton and Luke sped away from the city, unaware of the secrets that awaited them down those iron tracks.
And we don't need to save. And thus begins Chapter 1, The Legendary Momentary Express. When we return, we will begin the story proper, now that we've gotten through the prologue. But until then, take care, folks. See you later.